the Ring Fanatics Podcast, episode number 92. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, my co-host Joel, 1/3 of the Ring Fanatics Podcast. Apologies in advance for not doing the bracket this week. We're postponing that for a further date, but we will get that ECW bracket done
Facts, it's gonna get done.
eventually.
Don't worry.
It'll get done. It'll
Yeah.
get done for the guys.
I can't wait to get it done.
I know. I can't wait to get it. That's
because
gonna
I
be a
know
good
there's gonna
episode.
there's gonna be a lot of arguments in the video, but then
Yeah.
also a lot of people are gonna
Or be like, what? Yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot of surprises. Who knows?
yeah, because I
it's
already
gonna be-
I saw some of the comments on the post. So
Yeah, a lot of people were commenting their
Yeah.
opinions and
We'll
good
see what
opinions, but we'll see.
good opinions.
Yeah, it's a tough one though. It's a tough
Yeah.
bracket, but we'll keep you guys updated on when we're doing that for real. Before we get into the topics, subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't done so already. Give this episode a like and a comment. Follow us on social media: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, literally anywhere else. We can be
Everywhere.
found. So this past Saturday at Extreme Rules, we finally got the return of the one and only Bray Wyatt. He came out at the very, very end, revealed that it was him. What a great way! That was honestly a great way to have him return. It was very, very cool how they did it. Props to them for making that a big return and a notable one, in my opinion. That was so cool the way they did it.
I love the return.
Exactly. It was so cool.
My opinion is different. Like, I love the return. Awesome. I felt they let it play out too long.
But it was awesome though.
No,
was
yeah,
awesome.
but like, I don't know. That's because I was talking to my brother about this, and he was like, "No, you're crazy. You got to do it at a pay-per-view." Because I think it's more making the show more must watch if you did it right after the first QR code, like the 923 on 923. You know what I mean? I thought that. I feel like they let us speculate. Like, when it first happened, everybody was like, "Oh, it might be Bray Wyatt," right?
Yeah.
But then after so many QR codes, it just gave it away that it was a cool moment. Can't take away from the moment. But I think it would have been much cooler if we still didn't know who it was. You know what I mean? It became like the CM Punk thing. It became not that it's not gonna happen, but I'll believe it when I see it. Like, we all knew it was probably Bray Wyatt. It was like it was probably more like a 99% chance in most people's mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like if you would have just capitalized on it quicker, it would have meant more. It would have been such a more iconic moment. You know what I mean? But I guess I get what they were doing, putting all the signs so that you knew it was Bray and wasn't no speculation. But still, I feel it would have been much cooler if it was still like we had 3 days to think about it and still didn't know who it was.
Do you think the actual moment when he returned was too long as well, or just the whole?
Oh no, that was an awesome. That's what I'm saying. If you would have just taken that and did it
the day of, or
the day on SmackDown, like the week that you showed the first QR code, or even do it first QR code Monday, second one on Friday, and then Monday he returns. But that you did it for like 2 or 3 weeks, I felt was a little long.
Yeah, I understand. I get that.
You know what I mean? And then it's like, if you miss the QR code, you miss the moment. You know what I mean? It's really, it's a cool interactive thing, but I think it went on a little too long. And then I saw that, I don't know how true this is, but it was like, oh, the writer that came up with the idea used to work as a writer for Marvel. So I said, there you fucking go, because every Marvel movie, it takes 3 hours to get to the center of, you know what I mean? Like, you love the movies, but sometimes you'd be like, could have cut that an hour short. Like, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the ride, but I could have been out of here an hour ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I felt with the Bray Wyatt thing, cool moment, can't take away from the moment. Awesome pop. Just in front of a hot crowd, but I just felt they should have did it on TV, because then it would have been like, next Monday's must see. This Friday's must see. You know what I mean? I know it's cool you did it on pay-per-view and now Monday's must see. And then we saw they played the return again. Yeah.
But there was a moment
they could have capitalized on it. That I thought he was gonna come out at the end. And then all of a sudden DX came out. And I said, here we go. It's
But
not.
He is coming back on Friday though. On
Yes.
SmackDown this week.
Yes.
He actually is going to be there for what they've been advertising.
No, yeah, but like I knew it once they showed like the first graphic on Raw. They said we're gonna relive. I said he's not showing up today.
Yeah, he's not showing up today. But
Except there was for when Riddle was kind of the main event. I said because I think that's his.
Oh yeah, that was true.
I think
that was true.
That's his first
target.
Yeah.
I saw something on Twitter. Well, first, before we get to that, like I thought that before Extreme Rules, I thought he wasn't going to show up.
Yeah, I remember. So, not gonna lie, I missed Extreme Rules. I watched the replay.
Okay.
Because I bought tickets to a playoff game. I went to a Mets game.
Nice.
Shout out to them. They lost, but they won when I went. So I can't be too mad.
That's all that matters.
So I had my brother updating me with what was gonna happen because I'm one of those people. Even if you tell me even if you tell me what's gonna happen, I'm still gonna watch it. That's just I'm a wrestling fan. You know what I mean? So I did watch it, but I did not watch it live. So I already knew what was happening.
But did you actually catch up with it afterwards? You caught up with it afterwards, like you saw it eventually.
Yeah, I saw the whole pay-per-view.
Okay.
So yeah, I just watched it that night when I got home, and dope ass pay-per-view.
It was.
So, like, this might have been their best pay-per-view in a while.
It was, yeah.
And that's counting. And that's counting Manias.
That was like we said before. That crowd was hot from the start to finish. Every match was perfect. Questionable on the Ronda and Liv match, but every other it was okay. It wasn't the best match in the card.
Might lead somewhere.
Yeah.
But also you can't really they threw Liv in this situation, you know what I mean? Like they knew she wasn't the best wrestler, and then taking her out of the Riot Squad because they moved her up too quickly. You know what I mean? And then they put her in a group, so you didn't really see it because she was in tag matches. Yeah. But now that she's a single star, you could see that she's not at the level as a lot of other people. You know what I mean? Not saying that she's terrible, but she's just like on a different level. You know what I mean? So
she could eventually get better, but it's just
of course, yeah. Well, she only had like a year run as a singles.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That is true. So it was mostly that is right. Yeah, because they got released.
Her whole career, she was in a group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, what was it? 2020 when they did the whole.
And then the Riot Squad. I think Ruby Riot came back.
Yeah,
they were tag teaming for a bit, and then
because she did the singles run first before COVID. That was the whole Lana.
Yes.
Miro, but not even really because she was doing mixed tag matches. You know what I mean? So it wasn't really singles run. And then I think that's when you're talking about when Ruby came back, they started teaming up.
Exactly.
Then when she left again, that's when she got her whole repackage. So like her whole career, she's been in a team. So you gotta give her some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like she's been like I feel like they had no direction. I don't mean it's like a negative way, like she's a bad wrestler. I feel like they've never really had a full direction for her. Like she went one angle, repackaged it again with this angle, repackaged it again with another angle. This whole year, this past 365 days, I think was like my favorite run of hers.
Yes.
I think the character should stay the way it is. Based off what we saw in the exclusive thing on Extreme Rules, that may take a little bit of a turn.
Yep.
If you don't know what we're talking about, whoever's listening to this, there's an exclusive video from Extreme Rules. Seems like she might have just, I don't know how to describe it. Like she might be, her mind might need
a switch flip.
Like she may, something triggered her in her mind. That's the law. She's not, she's upset about it.
Very interesting to happen the night Wyatt returned.
Exactly, and
so it's they never said, right? Or is it just Wyatt? It's not the Fiend, right?
I don't think it's the Fiend. I think you were right about that when we spoke about it last. I think the Fiend is gone. I think it's just no more Fiend. Because the reason why I say the reason why I say that is because during his return at Extreme Rules, they brought out every single character plus the Fiend.
Yeah.
And including Sister Abigail. So if they're using all that probably is like, and plus the whole Firefly Funhouse, it was all covered in webs. Apparently the last time he was there, I think Randy burned it down. So I think that whole idea is just thrown out the window. Like not thrown out the window, it's gone.
And I think it should be.
Yeah. And this whole thing with his new mask now looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
seems like he might be going somewhere else because I think afterwards there was like they showed like a full and clear picture of Bray Wyatt with this mask on. Seems like he has like a different jacket. He's wearing like
yeah, because you always saw you didn't really see a lot of him.
Yeah, you saw the mask. You think he was wearing a jacket.
Lamp.
Yeah.
So you didn't really see like him whole body.
Yeah. So it seemed like he was wearing a jacket. Like I don't know what the styles of jackets that is, but it's like one of those winter jackets that people I don't know what they're called, but it looks different.
Yeah.
So I think the whole Fiend thing is kind of done and over with.
Yeah, it's Wyatt now.
Yeah,
thank goodness
Bray Wyatt.
because.
Yeah. And I think they're bringing out the Wyatt 6 because the logo right after was the Wyatt 6 logo. We'll get to that in a little bit, but yeah, the Wyatt 6 logo.
Yeah, the people that they're saying that is going to be in this group, if it happens.
Let's get to it now. Who do you think is in the group? Who would you say would be best fit?
I don't know, right? But I've seen the speculations.
Yeah, there's different speculations.
The Liv one is a speculation. Mm-hmm. The Joe Gacy is a speculation, which that's actually one that I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Bo Dallas,
I'm with 1,000%. Anything that gets that man back on TV and back wrestling, I'm with. You know what I mean? Because they messed that dude up.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
being who he was in NXT to then coming up and being the bully, like it was cool the first 3 weeks that we saw it.
Yeah.
After that, it was like, okay, like I get it was supposed to be annoying, but like you didn't really do anything with it. Yeah, you got into people's skin with this bully like crap, but you didn't really do nothing with it. Yeah, so like hopefully now he gets like a true run and he's with Wyatt even better.
Exactly.
Even better.
That makes because we've seen him mostly as like this type of comedic persona. Yes. So we've never really seen him as a serious gimmick, probably until he was with The Miz, I would say. With him and Axel.
And wasn't even that serious.
It wasn't even that serious.
It was more serious than what he's done.
Exactly. And I think that to me that proves that he can do anything. Like he's not just a comedic guy. He's even when it was his NXT run, like he was pretty serious. Like, it was like a threat to the division.
Yeah.
And I think him and Bray are real life brothers, but it's like I think he could be a great fit. I don't know like what
definitely.
I
also saw the Dexter Lumis, which you already know how I feel about Dexter Lumis.
You give him a chance.
What happened?
You still haven't given him a chance?
Gave him a chance for the last 3 years. He still hasn't grown on me. I'm never gonna write him out though. Like,
yeah, I mean,
it's just that I don't understand it. I'm never gonna say, yo, the gimmick is trash. I just don't understand because a lot of people love it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just. I guess that I think I've said this multiple times. I think the whole point of like not understanding him is, the point of him. He doesn't say much. He doesn't do much. He's just a weird, creepy ass dude.
Yeah, but people love him. I just don't get it.
Sometimes it could be hilarious though. Like it could be hilarious at times when he just like puts a thumbs up and it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That time when he kidnapped the Miz when he was wearing the hockey gear. That was hilarious. Yes. Like the whole Indy Hartwell stuff.
I don't know. It's just. I just don't understand it.
But yeah, I think he could be some in it too. I was like before Wyatt returned, I was like thinking of like a whole bunch of different conspiracies and like who can be in it.
Yeah, I do like that the list that I saw was mostly call-ups, which I think it's sick because putting them with a name like Wyatt already legitimizes that. You know what I mean? Like
like I know so much. I know one name that was thrown out there was Grayson Waller, which my opinion, I wouldn't mind him in the group, but that's a pretty fucking random name in my opinion.
It's a very random person to put in that group. Because he was another name that I saw. Him and Loomis, I just saw on the list. I was just like,
I understand why, because people were saying like, oh, it was the one with the I forgot the character, but the one that was wearing the Hawaiian shirt. I'm like,
even though he was moving around like Rollins.
I don't think that was Rollins.
No, it wasn't Rollins, but it was kind of like if you saw him when he came out, he like held the jacket the same way.
Oh yeah.
That's weird. Why would you want to do that, especially if you're gonna get called up. You know what I mean? Like, don't
Exactly.
do some shit like that.
But I think the Hawaiian shirt part was just a reference to Bray Wyatt's old character because that he also wore Hawaiian shirts. So I'm like, that was the first thing I thought of. Like, oh, that's nice. They brought back Bray's old shirt. And people are like, oh, it's got to be Grayson Waller.
I don't know how that had to be him.
I don't know. Exactly.
I was like,
that's why, like, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like,
I guess off his mannerisms.
The only thing that was missing was the fedora. If he was wearing a fedora, everyone would have thought the same thing. Like, oh, it's Bray Wyatt. Yeah, because that's what was missing. That was the fedora. Yeah. But I don't know. Grayson Waller's, as great as he is, that was pretty fucking random name to put in that group, in my opinion.
Very random.
I don't know how he would work because I think he's more of a vocal person and to do something. Yeah. So is Joe Gacy, but he can. Not everyone has to talk. You know what I mean? And I think Grayson Waller should just be an obnoxious heel like he is, and not associate with that group.
Yeah, facts.
But that was random, though.
Yeah,
that was random.
But it was a cool return. I liked how they had the Sister Abigail having the Bludgeon Brother mask.
Yep, that was
so
cool.
That was a cool tribute.
People were also referencing that blue light. Yes, Brother Lee's debut. I didn't notice that at first, but I was like,
that was the first thing I noticed when I watched it, because it got that and the video of like the person in the hallway, like, you know how they show the person just walking back and forth in the hallway, which is supposed to be bunny ears, but it more looks like horns, like a satanic thing, which let's see what happens. Yeah, but like it looks more like that than bunny ears. But I guess that's the point, like to deceive you. Like from the back, it looks like bunny ears, but when it looks straight ahead, it looks like horns.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, check it back. That's how it looks to me. But yeah, when I watched that, and then because when Brody did his thing, it was the video of him walking back and forth in front of the blue light, and then he was coming back. He was moving forward and then back, and then he took off the hood. So that was the first thing I saw. And then when the door opened and it was a blue light, I say, "Yo, it's definitely a tribute to him." Yeah.
But I didn't catch that. I was like, wait, I noticed the blue light, but I was like, I didn't put two and two together until someone brought it up. I was like, oh yeah,
it definitely makes sense. It makes sense, especially with someone like Wyatt that does those certain little things.
Exactly. It's the little things talking. It's the little things that matter. The little things that count.
And he probably didn't even do it to get people talking. He just did it as a tribute to his friend, and everybody caught on. A lot of people caught on.
And then, did you see that there were trademarks that happened? I think this past yesterday or today.
No.
WWE trademark for the term of Uncle Harper. I don't know if that has to do with anything with the Wyatts, but
okay.
You know, Luke Harper, Uncle Harper. I think that's probably going to be something. I don't know if it's going to be for a character. I think Bray is going to be saying that, as reference to Brody.
Yep.
Which is going to be cool. I think that's a cool thing to do. But, that I don't. Again, we got to find out what that actually means. But they did trademark the name Uncle Harper and Uncle something else. There was two uncles that they referenced.
Damn, I didn't even see that. But that's with this Wyatt thing. I'm excited to see where they go with this.
Yeah, I really want to see what happens on Friday on SmackDown this week. I want to see what they actually do with this whole group and whenever they come out.
Is it gonna do it slowly? Is it gonna?
Yeah. I think that would be the best way to do it slowly, instead of doing it everyone at once.
That you could do slowly. That you could build up. Yeah. You know what I mean? That you could build up and then revealing one by one.
Maybe I wouldn't mind the QR codes for the rest of them. Like have us give us hints, and do all the investigation.
Yeah, because you could be like, oh, Bray Wyatt's fighting tonight, and then all of a sudden there's a QR code somewhere, and then it just shows one of the characters in a video or something, and that character is the one that helps him win that night, and we find out who that person is. Yeah, so every time he fights, and the QR code comes up, and you know what you kind of know what character is gonna be the topic of discussion.
And they all debut at different or return at different times.
Yeah.
Instead of all at once.
And you don't need it back to back to back. It could just be randomized.
Yeah, random times.
Maybe you do it. Maybe you do a QR code after before every match of his, and then do random stuff. Have it just sent you to a Wyatt family video or something. But then the ones that show the characters, that's where we find out who that person is.
And I wouldn't even have them be referred as the characters. It may maybe something
They come in with their real names.
Yeah.
No, and it's just the characters representing them. Like they don't even have to like wear the Hawaiian shirts and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just that's who the character is. That's who they represent.
Like the person, the actual human form of them.
Yeah.
Forget the actual that actual like match and stuff that on.
Oh no,
it was awesome, but they don't need that to actually.
No, yeah, they're not. I don't think they would go that far because those masks are bad.
Yeah,
it was having
cool.
Somebody come out with that mask and then take it off before a match is kind of comedic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, just have it be that's who they represent.
Maybe
Wyatt doesn't even do promos with them. Maybe he does promos talking to the puppets, but we know who the puppets are now.
Yeah. Like maybe he does something like backstage, not the Firefly Funhouse exactly, but something similar to that. And then maybe he talks to them, but when he's out in the ring, it's the human version.
Exactly. Because we're kind of seeing him talk backstage with his point of view.
Yeah.
And he sees them as the puppets.
Exactly.
And then, but when they're out as a group, everybody's in human form, like you said. Yeah.
Exactly.
That would make so much sense. I think that would be so dope.
The only person that I wouldn't mind seeing like something that actually wearing is Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
Because we've always seen Sister Abigail with the headdress over her.
Yeah.
And I think that one should be Alexa Bliss. That should be Alexa Bliss.
You think so?
Liv could be Abby the Witch.
Okay.
And then Sister Abigail's Alexa, because if you remember,
I forgot this too. Yeah.
If you remember a few years ago, I think it was Braun Strowman and Bray in that swamp match. Remember when Alexa Bliss just randomly appeared as Sister Abigail that one match? Did you remember that match? It was like during pandemic.
Oh,
shoot. It was during it was a cinematic match. It wasn't like it was like a swamp match. It was the Fiend versus Braun.
I do remember that happened.
I think it was it was the horror show, Extreme Rules. And then during that match, Alexa Bliss just randomly showed up as Sister Abigail. And then
shit, I don't remember that spot.
Damn, if you look it up, it'll pop up. Yeah, but she appeared as Sister Abigail, so it makes sense to have her be Sister Abigail since we already know who that is.
Just we know who it is. You just haven't announced it yet. Like we know, you know what I mean? Like especially with because I thought that's when they were doing the whole Fiend thing. I thought she was supposed to come up and be like, Sister Abigail.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But like they never went that far. They never went that far. They just that storyline. I don't know what happened.
And remember,
that was just a lot.
remember when Bray versus Finn? Bray was supposed to be Sister Abigail as well. Remember Demon
with a cloth on his head? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And they took that horrible photo. They couldn't even they couldn't even take the flash off of his face. Like he just
I remember that. It was like completely.
And they kept showing it. And they kept showing it. Like it was bad.
I remember that.
It was bad.
Oh yeah, but that was like another match that I was looking forward to that was missed out. But I like that the whole Bray Wyatt thing was presented so perfectly, and
that's a fact.
Literally goosebumps. I had goosebumps watching that.
I
was damn.
It was cool. It was a really dope ass moment, especially with the pop that he got, the reaction he got. I think that is a reaction for a real surprise.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it was dope as hell.
And it was something that we all knew about too. And it
was a CM Punk thing. It was a CM Punk thing. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. And it was cool. Very cool to see it.
Oh, most definitely. That's how another reaction should have happened because they were in hot ass New York on Monday. And the club came out.
Oh, the club came back. That was
got
so cool.
Really not as big a reaction.
I popped for them. I popped.
Oh, I'm so hype.
Yeah.
That they're back.
So cool.
No, that is a group. That is a team I think was so badly managed while they were there. They started off hot. And then they just became another tag team.
Yeah.
They became another comedic tag team. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I don't trust Triple H with a lot of things. Well, don't trust him as deeply as other people do. Like people are so quick that are like, this is changing the game. And I'm like, cool. Everybody's back now. let's see what happens with them now. You know what I mean? Like he did the job of getting them back. Now you got to book them. You know what I mean? Now you got to make sure everybody is doing their thing, and because everybody one little slip up is gonna be like, oh, Triple H, this is another Vince McMahon era. You know what I mean? Like, because you can't please everybody.
Exactly.
But you can try. You can try your best. And so far, he's doing his thing. Now let's see how he books the people. You know what I mean? But the club was them and Finn and AJ were all Triple H.
Yeah.
They were brought in because of Triple H. It wasn't because, they got hype. It was Finn, Nakamura, AJ, the club, and Hideo Itami.
Yes.
All those guys came from Japan because Triple H had his eye on them.
You know what's even
crazier? They were
all.
What's up?
Carl Anderson
is still champion.
And he's still competing against Hikuleo, and he's still wrestling at Wrestle Kingdom in January.
Yes. So what happened was, I saw the report that Carl Anderson and Gallows was in talks with WWE. I'm like, this is awesome. Let's go. They was shown filming something. I said, nice. But he doesn't defend his belt again till November 5th or 6th.
Yeah.
Which
there's the Hikuleo match. I think that's the one.
Yes.
Or is that soon?
No, I think that's the one in November. Which I think that's why it says he's doing the Tokyo Dome show. I think he's losing the belt before that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, like, I don't think if he didn't show up like this past Monday, he can come out with the belt. If they were doing some type of partnership, he would have came out with the belt.
Exactly. But it was still cool that WWE let that happen. That they didn't wait. You know what I mean? And New Japan was cool with it. And New Japan was cool with it. Yeah,
I agree with that. I think he is going to lose to Hikuleo, and then he's not going to appear at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, but it's still
the point
cool.
of that was if he was champion still after the Hikuleo match, then he was going to go to Wrestle Kingdom. But
which is still a possibility. And then he'll lose in Tokyo in the Tokyo Dome.
Yeah.
But either way, it's still cool that they're doing this. You know what I mean? It's the whole reason why Jericho left, because he knew Vince was not in tune with what was going on. Because
did I ever tell you the story about that with Jericho and New Japan? I think I don't know if I mentioned to like on camera, but apparently when he originally left in 2018 for New Japan, he wanted a partnership between them.
Yes,
and that never happened. He just said no, and then AEW happened, and it was too late.
Yep.
So he wanted the partnership between both companies. I think Vince either said no or just waited too long, and then AEW happened.
Vince said no to everything with New Japan in it. Jericho wanted a partnership. He wanted to also come back into WWE and do New Japan at the same time, and they said no. Daniel Bryan wanted to do a match with Nakamura when Nakamura was IC champ. He was IC champ. They were like, he was like, we could do a big show for this, and he was turned down. It's just now you see what it was. Just Vince was not willing to partner with people.
I think they might do that. Might just like a one show thing, like the Forbidden Door, mainly because of Inaki. Again, in honor of him.
Yeah.
Like since he was a WWE Hall of Famer.
I could see them doing a show in Japan with every wrestling company there.
Okay.
I like the end of the year.
Like maybe like a show. Or like a WWE and New Japan tour, so to speak, or Japan tour. Like they go to Japan, 1 week they focus on this company, next week they do this company, or do it by day-to-day basis, like Monday, Tuesday do this company.
Yeah. The only thing that's tough with that is that both New Japan and WWE don't want their guys pinned by other.
I guess they can figure out the matches.
That's the only thing that's tough about it, because you can never do a champion versus champion match.
I think
there's no way your champion's paying my champion, and then vice versa. You know what I mean? The other company's thinking the same thing. There's no way your champion's pinning my champion.
I think the way that the AEW did it, where it was like most of the matches were triple threat fatal four ways, is probably the best bet. To where you could add two guys, one of them can afford the loss, and then one guy's a big name, the other one can afford a loss, and then you go from there. Like I think it was the fatal four way. I think it was a Jay White, Adam Cole, Hangman match. I think it was one of the. I think it was Adam Cole that took the pin. So I think he wasn't. That didn't affect him. Even though he got injured that match, but
it didn't affect him. Nick.
I mean, yeah.
This man.
I don't mean. I mean, it's not.
No, I know what you mean.
It affected him physically, obviously, but like
did you actually?
Career, it didn't affect him at all.
Did you actually see that today?
Yeah, I saw that.
Reports that he's still not cleared.
Yeah, it was like a bad concussion.
Yeah, yo, prayers to him, man. Hopefully,
hope he gets better soon.
He gets better soon and gets cleared soon, man. Because he's in his prime, man.
He is.
You know what I mean? He's in his prime, and that really like hurt him.
I know.
Like
I know. I don't know how that
all around, not only physically, not only mentally, but like
his career too.
He hasn't been on TV. Yeah, like we saw him in August for a little bit, and then it just.
That's when he turned on it. That man, I damn, why did all this stuff happen at a bad time? That sucks.
Yeah,
that sucks.
It was just a bad time, man. Did you see? I know this is out of nowhere, but since we were talking about Adam Cole, did you see Bobby Fish is boxing?
I saw that. You know, it was weird when they were promoting that. They kept like a mystery.
Yeah, and they put like a list.
There's like former Ring of Honor, former like former AEW star,
former WWE champion.
I saw that too. I was like,
are we counting the NXT champion?
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, they must have thought like they must.
I mean, it is a WWE belt.
Yeah, that's probably what they meant. Like he was a champion in WWE, not not the actual main world championship. But I was like, who the fuck is that? Like, who is?
Yeah, facts.
But then I had a feeling it was Bobby Fish.
Yeah, I knew that he's been planning on doing something like that. So it was kind of like
kickboxer before wrestling. So I think.
Well, he trained in it. I think he had like one pro fight and like while he was in Ring of Honor, which he won. So he's 1-0.
I mean, I think boxing is better off for him. It's not like
the man who's made of glass is better. No, nothing is better. Nothing.
It's not like he's using his entire body. Maybe
this man. He's too old, bro. He's 42.
He's 42. I thought
he's like 42.
Damn, he's old. I thought he looks like crap for his age. I'll be honest with that.
Let's look this up.
I thought he was like in his mid 40s, like 45, 46.
Let's see. I put man made of glass. I said, did you mean Bobby Fish?
Yeah. You know what's up.
45.
He's 45. I knew it. See, he's 45.
45. And he's getting into boxing, right?
I don't care about that match. I mean, I hope he wins. I mean, good luck to him. But hey, if he breaks his arm throwing a punch, then we know that he can't. He's got to take a break. But
stuff out here, man. But yeah, I saw that. I was like, whoa, I have more people. Okay.
Yeah, that's random. That was completely random. And I think it was for like Jake Paul's fight. I'm like, what the fuck does he have to do with any of that? Like, I thought he was fighting like a social media influencer at first.
I thought so at first too. I was like, no way, because that's like the new Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah,
because Dancing with the Stars back in the day was just like, I think it still is, people that are like need money. You know what I mean? There's never like a hot like red. You'll never see The Rock right now on Dancing with the Stars. You'll never see like a Tom Cruise. You get like all like the B-list celebrities out like, yo, I still need money out here. I don't blame them, but that's what like that's how it was. And I think that's what now all these influence boxing things are, that you see all these former football players and stuff boxing as like, bro.
Like former athletes.
Like if you needed money, just do a signing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Exactly. Like you don't gotta do all this.
Do a meet and greet
exactly. You don't gotta do all this.
Yeah. That's insane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that's happening. I want to see. Like, I don't want to see it, but like I want to see what happens at the end. Like, if he wins it or something. If he gets knocked out.
Facts. I gotta see that. But yeah, I know that was out the blue. But let's talk about something else that happened Monday.
The DX reunion?
The DX reunion with the missing member, which when I was watching it, it felt
Daddy
incomplete to me.
Yeah,
It didn't feel this. It didn't feel the same.
It didn't.
It didn't feel the same. They did their little shout out to China, which was cool. They didn't bury no tag teams, which was dope as hell because
and that's what I was afraid of. I was like, who's gonna come out and interfere?
Oh, yo, bro, they always do something.
Yeah.
Always. I think the last time they did something was
when Finn and was that with Finn? No.
It was FTR.
FTR, yes.
FTR in the Manhattan Center.
Yeah.
And then
that's when Finn did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then who else was it? They did Sandow a bunch of years ago when he was red hot, like after he won the Money in the Bank, and they just
I remember that.
And kind of killed a little momentum for him.
Did,
and then he picked it back up when he did the Miz thing. But like every year they did the same thing to come out. But when I saw that right there, first of all, the guy who's driving the truck made up. Wow. I don't know where he was going. Yeah. He was trying to make a wide left turn and just had to stop,
someone's
and everybody
fall.
just hopped off. Yeah, everybody just hopped off.
But they didn't make a reference to Billy Gunn though. Corey Graves did. You can hear that?
They did. They let the crowd finish the little do a little chant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they when Road Dogg was doing ladies and gentlemen, what do you call that? Like
his intro,
I don't know. That his little intro that he does.
Yeah.
And he put the mic out to let people do Billy Gunn's part, and then Shawn Michaels was putting up the scissors, which was cool. But it's still like it didn't feel the same. Then they came out for 5 minutes. Everybody set their lines and then just left. I was like, hold up. I was getting this shit on social media for weeks promoting this because they know where I'm located. You know what I mean? Like they just send you ads. They know what pages you follow. Yeah. Brooklyn, New York. Are you ready? You know what I mean? Like I saw that promo at least twice a day.
Were they
ready?
I mean?
It seemed so. They did 5 minutes. I was like,
I don't think they were ready. I don't think.
Why even promote it? You could have gave Riddle 10 more minutes with Zayn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was a good ass match.
It was. Shout out to Sami Zayn too, though. Like,
yo, he's killing it. He's killing it.
He's doing amazing.
What, yo? The promo they did on Monday.
Everybody
loves Jimmy. Who doesn't love Jimmy? Yeah, who doesn't love Jimmy? Look at Solo.
And he was like, "You're being a little oozy. You're being a little oozy." Yeah, I was dying. He's a good.
It was a great promo. Yo, he is. I didn't notice it right till I was watching. So I'm watching a lot of old like Raws.
Yeah.
I didn't notice it till I was watching that Raw, and I was watching. It was the episode after DX made fun of the Nation.
Okay.
After they did the little, they all dressed up as them and were in the ring doing all the punchlines and stuff, and the comedian that was playing Owen Hart was doing commentary, and Owen started threatening him, and I said, "Holy shit!" Sami Zayn is what Owen Hart was to the Nation Domination. Like he was the only white guy. He did not belong there, but was accepted. He is basically doing the Owen Hart gimmick and perfecting it. You know what I mean? And then and a lot of people not catching on to that's what he's doing. I only noticed it because I was watching an old episode of Raw. And I was like, yo, like I never thought about it, but Owen should not be in this group. Like, I never really sat down and thought about it. So I was watching the promo. I was like, this is like, and he's in the front. And he's arguing with the guy. He's like the comedic guy on the group.
Exactly.
And I was like, holy shit.
That's Sami Zayn.
This is Sami Zayn. And I was like, wow, that's so crazy. Another Canadian going into a group led by a Samoan. You know what I mean? Like, it was cool. Well, at that time, it was still Farouk, I think, the leader, but we all knew it was The Rock. But I was just like, wow, he's really, like, I never noticed it till now. That's so crazy. And he's killing it. He is killing it.
And that's all. I just love what Sami Zayn's doing. It's just hilarious. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Like he knows it too. Like he's making Roman Reigns go out of character.
Yeah.
The Solo Sokoa God character. I'm like, yeah, goddamn.
Even like as little things that he does. Like when he was in the ring and he was arguing with Riddle, and he was like, "We're all family in this ring. He's family. He's family." And he got to pull him, and he said, "He's family." Like hesitated on him. It's just a little hesitation that makes it funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he doesn't even have to try hard. It's just like the little things like
that's
that.
who he is.
That just makes you happy. You're like, yo, this guy's funny.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
He's killing it right now. He's killing
I know, he is.
But but it was a dope episode overall. It was a dope episode. They could have capitalized on the Bray thing, but I think they're gonna do something big.
Yeah.
On Friday, especially that they're in New Orleans, home of voodoo and shit like that. There's gotta be a crazy promo that he's gonna do.
I hope. I mean,
you know what I mean?
You know what else happened last Friday on SmackDown that I'm so excited for?
What are you excited for?
We finally got Legado del Fantasma on the fucking main roster. And with Queen Zelina Vega. I won't call her Queen, but we got him with Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah.
I'll be quite honest.
Be honest.
I do feel kind of bad for Elektra Lopez. I do feel bad for her. That she was got. I understand Queen Zelina Vega is the better fit. I understand that. I'm hyped for that. But I do feel bad for her.
I feel super bad. I think they should have just left her in there. I get it. I get it.
I love Zelina Vega.
Triple H, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. Because
this can work very well. This can be very great. But it's
it showed it could work in NXT before. And then when a certain person came up, they decided to split them up.
Yeah.
So let's get her back with someone as close to that other wrestler as we could. And I think it's dope as hell. Like you said, I feel bad, but I think they're gonna keep her in NXT and
maybe they'll reunite.
Let her do a singles run. It's kind of like when they left Carmella in NXT when Enzo and Big Cass got called up. And then she went on that singles run. She built up her name, and then she got called up.
Yeah.
So I think it'll happen.
But she grew on me with Legado though. Like at first I was like, nah, this is not it. But
but it shows that she's gonna work out. She's gonna work out.
I hope they give her a great singles run no matter where she ends up. Yeah. I thought like she was eventually gonna get called up. Like maybe she'll go on Raw by herself or SmackDown like by herself, not associated with Legado. But like either way, NXT is fine. Just let her do her thing.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let her build up a little bit more and then bring her up. And who knows, maybe down the line they rejoin the forces.
Yeah, then it's them too. It's
maybe Zelina is just a placeholder till they see what happens with her, and then finally she comes back.
Because Zelina's a great mouthpiece. We've never really seen that much from Elektra Lopez on the mic. So I think that's probably why.
Which I'm kind of nervous about because I think now they're going to cut their time with promos.
What do you mean?
I think it's going to be mostly Zelina cutting the promos now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that is true. I mean, I hope not because
I hope not because they all could talk.
They all could, yeah.
Yeah.
And I love Santos when he speaks. And I hope they don't make that the main focal point of having Zelina do everything.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Especially with the big feuds. Let Santos handle his own stuff.
Yeah. that's my guy. I'm so excited that he got called up.
Me too.
So excited.
And it sucks though. What I don't like is that they're feuding with Hit Row again. And it's like we saw that when Swerve was there.
Yeah.
In NXT, and it's like we kind of don't need that feud again. Like they could have done it with.
We don't need it at all.
Exactly.
Don't need it at all.
Don't need that. I'm like,
I still don't get Hit Row.
We can. I still love them, but it's like the feud I don't get it all. That's not gonna do much for them. But
yeah,
they could have just. I kind of also hope that Los Lotharios joins them as well to make it a big faction.
Yeah, I think they should be a big faction.
And then bring back.
That's why that's why I did the pitch a couple weeks ago that Dominic goes with them right before Crown Jewel. I thought that would be cool. Yeah,
I remember we said have them attack Rey Mysterio in the parking lot. Dom joins Matt. Yeah, and
exactly.
That's when he joins.
It would have been dope. It would have been dope, but let's see what they do with them, man.
I hope Santos still talks. There was something about his. I hope. Whenever he cuts a promo, it feels legit. It draws you in. because he can cut a great and serious promo.
He's what Vince wishes Andrade was at that time. You know what I mean?
And it's like I just and that is true. I do think that's probably what he was expecting. I just hope that I think what they should do with Zelina is just kind of have her bounce off of what Santos is saying. Have Santos cut the promos, and then just Zelina also just share the spotlight with him.
Exactly.
So that way it's not all Santos, but not all Zelina Vega.
Yeah, facts. Split it up.
Split it up. Maybe depending on the feud. If it's something, I don't know. I just love the way Santos cuts promos. I don't know why. He's great at cutting promos.
That's why I was a little iffy when I saw them together. I was like, ooh, they gotta take the mic away.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Which they shouldn't, but if they have to, I guess they have to. But I hope not, because come on, he could sell you on a match by himself.
He could.
Yeah.
The whole Tony D'Angelo thing was amazing.
Yeah.
That whole especially that was one segment when they were sitting on a table doing one-on-one conversation. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Shout out to them though. I just wanted to.
That's another guy I like in NXT that he's killing it right now.
I think he's hurt though.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
Yeah. But he had a lot of steam. Steam going. He was the most entertaining thing on there.
Yeah, that's what got me watching NXT. Yeah. Sometimes I'm like, just Tony D'Angelo's great in the mic as well. Great character.
When he gets back,
he's gotta give him the strap. Gotta give him the North.
Yeah.
I think he deserves that shit because
he could hold down the fort.
Yeah,
I think NXT. I think he could hold down the fort.
He could. I think he could be a big name, do a lot there. Sucks that one of his guys got released because I think that crew would have been amazing as well.
That was tough.
That was a tough one.
Yeah,
and that sucked. That whole segment they killed them off literally.
And what even happened? Why was he released?
I think he failed a drug test or something. I think and that's what I heard. He failed a drug test and then they released him.
Got you.
And then
he was
I hope they find a replacement because I think that 3-man group with 2 Italian guys that would be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Maybe just bring someone in and be like, oh, this is my other guy from whatever he's from. But I think that can work too. That could be the Italian version of Legado. And
it will work.
Yeah, it will work. And that's awesome. What else happened in the past?
I was gonna say, did you watch AEW last night?
I did.
How was the episode? What did you think?
I thought it was alright. I thought it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I thought it was a cool episode. I know the crowd was.
They were
doing their thing.
Yeah.
Toronto is always, for some reason, always.
I love that they brought in Renee.
I think that's so sick.
That's pretty cool.
Renee holds a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
I felt so bad for her in WWE the way that they did her, taking her off commentary, taking away her show, and then kept trying to bring it back. And when she was released, they brought it back, but with another host. It was
the shows.
Talking Smack. Remember they took away Talking Smack? She was killing it with Talking Smack, and they took it down.
Her and Daniel Bryan were killing it every week.
Killed it. You had so many moments, so authentic moments, that you even started doing it for Raw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then,
just
took it away. She kept trying to bring it back. And when she got released, you gave the show away.
You know what she's doing now?
And brought it back.
You know what she's doing now other than AEW?
What?
She has her own show for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that.
She announced it last week, but she's working with the Cincinnati Bengals. I don't know what the show is. I think she's interviewing players and the whole coaching staff and stuff, but she has a show with the Cincinnati Bengals.
That's kind of fire.
It is cool.
I know she has a podcast. She's killing it with the podcast. Yeah. The podcast is dope as hell.
I love that podcast too.
Shout out to Renee, man. I'm hyped that she's back in the wrestling world.
I think Max Caster made her change her name of the podcast. I think it's just the sessions now. I don't think it's the oral session.
Yes, yeah.
It's hilarious.
They had to change it because, I mean, once you heard it, you were like, the oral session?
You can't hear it.
Yeah, it was a cool idea. You're talking with somebody oral, but
If you go in there, it's something
People
else.
are just
Dirty-minded, man.
yeah. That's exactly what it is.
That's what everyone else thought.
Facts, but I'm hyped. She's back. I think that's cool.
And I don't want to spoil anything, but I texted Gina this last night. The Voros twins were on Dark Elevation. You know those social media guys, the twins?
Yes. The ones that we've talked about, yeah.
Yeah. And they were on Elevation.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And then it was cool. They had a tag team match, I think against the Butcher and the Blade, I think.
Okay.
It was cool. I saw a picture of it that they were there. I'm like, oh shit.
Butcher and Blade.
And then what else happened last night? Orange Cassidy won the All Atlantic Championship.
Yes.
That was cool.
That was a cool moment.
It was a cool moment.
A big celebration.
I'm still a little like I love that he won it. Don't get me wrong, but I still wish that Ethan Page would have had that shot last night instead of him. I still wish that he was the one that took the title off of Pac, not Orange Cassidy.
100%.
That should have happened,
especially in Canada.
That's exactly his hometown. Is Orange Cassidy from Canada? I could be wrong. I don't know where he's from, but
let's look it up.
I think he might be from Canada. I could be wrong. If he is, then I take that back. But
but I think
I do think Orange Cassidy deserved the win. I think he deserved the title, but I think it would have been better if it was Ethan Page.
I think that would have been so dope. He's from New Jersey. Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So I do think it should have been Ethan Page. At least would have gotten the title.
That would be but he is fighting. He is fighting
Matt
tonight.
Hardy.
Yeah, tonight.
They're taping on Thursday night, and then they're really
you're doing the taping tonight? Okay.
Yeah.
I just said tonight because this comes out Friday.
Yeah. But Thursday night.
Friday night.
Yeah, you confused me. I was like, but Thursday night is when they're taping it. Friday night is when they're being released. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I saw the advertisement that said Wednesday and Thursday. And they announced Rampage for Friday, so I'm assuming they're taping it Thursday night.
Yeah, facts.
I did not know Private Party was in the firm. That was because Ethan Page said, like, oh, if you win, if Matt Hardy wins, the firm gets to release Private Party's contracts. And I'm like, when were they part of the firm? Like, when were they a part of that? When did they get that? I missed that too. I did not know that their contract was under them. I was like, that was completely random.
Okay.
I guess not. And then if Ethan Page wins, Matt Hardy's contract is under them too. And I'm like,
who fought last week? Who did Private Party fight last week?
I don't know.
They were in a tag match. So it had to be something from Rampage.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I gotta look this up now. But talking about the firm, did you see what happened over the weekend?
GCW?
Yeah.
William Morrissey, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was so dope as hell. I thought that was such a cool way to bring it into the story of AEW. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Having that happen at the GCW show.
Yeah,
it was a way to get the belt off of Moxley. It was a way to have Nick Gage win the title and not have to retire.
Yeah.
And you still move the storyline further.
Yeah.
Because who cost you the GCW title?
Now
the man with the poker chip.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool when I saw what happened. I was like, that's pretty fire. That's a pretty fire way to go around things. And now he signed a 5-year extension.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. He signed a 5-year extension.
Yeah, which does limit him to not doing indie shows. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm. I didn't see that.
So he can only do them on surprise basis. He can't be announced for it.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
I mean, he did say though that he wasn't planning on going anywhere else, anyways. Yeah. So that kind of makes sense if you think about it.
But that's why I was reading. I don't know how 100 how true this was because fuck the bloggers, but they were saying like that was the whole reason why he lost the belt in the first place. AEW didn't want him doing GCW shows, even though GCW's been fucking killing it.
Yeah.
What? And what's wild is he likes it there. You know what I mean? Like he's chilling there. Now you're taking that away from him is tough, but I mean he can still do shows in the future. It just can't be announced. He just has to be it's a surprise basis, which I'm guessing just a pop-up.
Yeah, I mean I think that's every time John Moxley popped up in GCW was an awesome moment and like a big moment.
Yeah.
If you think about it. Every time he popped up, returned or something.
He only did big shows. He never
Yeah.
did like, it was always a big to do when he was there.
Yeah, so he does, like, I guess that does make sense. Like you say, he only appears at the big shows, which happen every so often, not a lot, but like it's
Yeah,
here
because
and there.
they do shows on, like every other weekend, sometimes every weekend, but not all of them are like headline shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is cool. Like their champion isn't at every show, which is cool because it's like he does come when the title is defended. That's like what made, even though people hated it, what made the Brock era so cool was when he was champion, they didn't show up every week.
Yeah.
But when he did, it was something special. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It was something big that was happening. Every time that music would hit, it was like, oh, it still happens. When he came out Monday,
yeah.
which that was such a stupid. But yes, it's a spectacle.
Yeah.
But yes, now that we talked about GCW, let's go back to that real quick.
Yeah. Sure, bro.
Brock and Lashley, a match I don't want to see again.
I want to see that match. It's a match that we've never seen before.
I'm cool. We've seen this match.
But not in a one-on-one singles match, though. They never had a full build-up to it.
What do you mean?
I mean, we did see it that, I think, day one, but I think he got injured or something. It didn't really last long, but it's not for a championship. You have more time to build it up.
Hold on, I seen this. I feel like we've seen this match.
They competed at a fatal four-way. The Elimination Chamber, remember, Bobby Lashley got eliminated like the first one. And then they had day one. Was it day one? Yeah, because day one he won the title.
No, wasn't it at Rumble that they fought?
Yes, it was Rumble. Yes, it was one of those two. Day one was when Brock won the title in the Fatal 5-Way.
Yes.
Royal Rumble was when he won it.
And that was him. Yeah, it was him and it was because I remember he had Heyman and MVP was with Lashley.
Yeah, and then that's cool. But then
but like I hated that match because, and it showed again Monday. Why is Bobby Lashley taking his suplexes like that?
Wasn't that guy how he got injured the first time?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When you learn, when he gets flipped, like he looks like he wants to roll over. Like he lands on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Not professional. But I think that could hurt you. You know what I mean? Like I think that could cause that could lead to something. Exactly. Why are you taking it like that? So I don't want to see this match. Because I feel like after this match, Lashley is gonna be out for a little bit. Because the whole match is, I don't know. I saw it once. It's cool for what it was. I'm good on it. Especially that nothing's attached to it.
I think that's what makes it better, in my opinion. Like that, there's nothing really attached to it. Just see how it is. Maybe if they build it up right, then I'll be excited for it. If it's not that big of a deal, then it's like, oh, we don't really need this match anymore. But let's see how the build-up is. I just want to see how it works first.
Now, what I would have did to make this even a bigger moment is, I think they went about it wrong. Like, you could have still had Lashley lose the belt, still have Rollins win, and still look strong. You have Brock do a run-in instead of whatever the fuck they did on Monday, whatever you want to call that little promo segment, whatever. They could have. Yeah, you could have done that in the middle of the match, and I think it would have gotten such a big pop. Like I know you want the Brock music to hit to get that pop and get the reaction of Bobby Lashley, but to have Lashley almost have Rollins beat and Brock jump over the barricade and F5 Lashley and just walk out the stage as Rollins hits a curb stomp as he tries to get up 1, 2, 3. Now you got a storyline. Now you got a reason why Bobby wants to fight Brock. Because right now Brock just beat up Lashley and left. At least he cost him the belt and now you have a storyline.
Yeah.
Right now we don't know why Brock wants to fight Lashley again. Especially now that he lost the title.
Yeah, that is true. I didn't think about
We
that.
don't really have a story to it. Like, yeah, it's probably gonna
all he said was Bobby, then picked him up with F5.
Yeah.
At least cut a promo first and be like,
exactly.
this is why I'm
It's
doing
the
this.
crown jewels, just to get back to crown jewel. But I think that would have. I think he would have even gotten a bigger pop with that. Because with his music hitting, you knew something was gonna happen. You knew he wasn't just coming out just to come out.
Yeah.
At least if you got no music playing, he jumps the guardrail and people see him running through the crowd, that place is gonna erupt.
Yeah.
And when he jumps in that ring and all the other people that didn't see it now sees it, the place is gonna go crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's how you could have built it different. I think it would have had a little more talk about it. You know what I mean? A lot of people didn't talk about the Brock return.
That is true.
If you had a moment like that, people would have talked about it. He cost Bobby the belt.
I think there was so much that happened on Raw that we're like, I forgot about certain things.
Yeah.
And like I forgot about the DX one until like before we started recording, and then the Brock one that Rollins won the United States Championship. And he's a champion again after a certain amount of years. And it's like, wow, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
That happened. Like that was so weird. But yeah,
they just packed everything.
Packed everything in 3 hours.
Episode.
Yeah. They could have spread that out too. They could have spread out the Brock Lesnar return to next week.
Yep.
And waited till then to do it, and then maybe have
But you gotta go big in New York.
Exactly.
I guess.
But so.
When you put so much on, people are gonna forget about things.
Yeah.
So there's a pro and a con to everything. Like you can put on a good ass match, good ass show, and have people talk about it, but they're gonna talk about one thing that went over the other.
Yeah.
Like when I got out of the game on Saturday, all I saw was Bray. That was all everybody talked about.
Because
I didn't even know the pit was the main event.
Daniel Cormier, I forgot was in I forgot he was the ref when I was watching it. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And I realized Daniel Cormier. Like he looks so out of shape. And I'm like,
he's always looked like that though. Even when he fought, he was out of shape.
People were saying that he looked like
out.
People were saying that he looked like a Foot Locker manager. I was
I saw
that was hilarious.
I'm
like,
I think this is a way for them to get him versus Brock.
I think that if that was the case, that should have happened. I would rather see that at Crown Jewel, but he looks so out of shape.
Nah, they're doing that in the States.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know, but
they're letting Brock do a warm up match. It's gonna be a Royal Rumble. It's gonna be a Royal Rumble.
They should have Daniel Cormier do a warm up match. I'm like, he's the one that has like the less wrestling experience. I think
who you got playing with?
I just give him against Rollins or something. I don't know. Put him against anybody. Give him like a tryout match. See if he does well. You have a performance
they probably got him in the performance center. He was the first person they looked at to do commentary, and then McAfee got the job.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So I think he's gonna do a match, and then Kevin Patrick is gonna go bye to the backstage area, and it's gonna be Cormier and Graves for Raw. That's my theory on it.
I mean, yeah, it's weird. Because Byron Saxton.
By the way, the announcers changing. What was that?
I don't know. That was like out of the blue. That just happened out of nowhere. I'm glad Kathy Kelly's back. By the way, she's the one I was excited for.
Really?
Yeah.
I could care less about Kathy Kelly.
I think she's dope.
She is dope. I just
you could admit that. Come on.
She's cool. She's aight. But first of all, from Raw being Graves, Saxton, and
John
Smith.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith.
You went with Kevin Patrick and Graves.
They could have just left it with Byron Saxton and Graves. I don't know what that issue was.
Exactly. That's why I think it's gonna go into Cormier. Then SmackDown, you give me Michael Cole and the total opposite of McAfee with Barrett. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I hope
opposite personality.
I think that they're just keeping him there until Pat McAfee comes back. I don't think, because you had Corey Graves doing double duty. I know you could have given Byron Saxton that spot, but like I don't think he would have fit well with Michael Cole. You had to give someone that spot with Michael Cole other than Graves doing it every single week.
Yeah.
And that's why I gave it to Wade Barrett. And like I said, maybe until Pat McAfee comes back, maybe they make it a 3-man team, or probably send Wade Barrett back down to NXT, send Booker packing to go home.
Let's talk about that now. Let's talk about NXT. And now we got Booker T.
That was random as fuck. That was super random. I'm like, I love him on commentary, but it's like when it was like it's been a while, bro. Like he doesn't have to be there.
He was cool on commentary for a couple months.
I would say,
and
like,
then it became it became boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even JBL is more like entertaining than him.
Yeah.
And I hate JBL on commentary. But I'll take JBL over Booker T. First of all, his podcast is wow. You ever try to listen to it?
I never know I had one.
Let's bury this guy.
I didn't even know he had one.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Podcast is right. A lot of people don't listen to
JBL?
it because they're no Booker.
Didn't know he had one either. The Hall of Fame, they call Hall of Fame something. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, that he has all his bad takes on there.
Yeah.
No one listens to it because he has so many bad takes.
Yeah.
And now let's take this guy who nobody wants to listen to and put it on a show that not everybody wants to watch, and let's see what happens. What? And who's he calling it with?
Vic Joseph, that guy.
Oh,
the guy that's always there. It's been there for 5 years now.
Yeah. Let's leave Vic Joseph there, who's actually dope, right?
Yeah,
Let's give Kevin Patrick the job, right? Let's give Kevin Patrick the job.
You should have given Kevin Patrick the NXT one. I wouldn't mind that one.
You should have moved him to NXT. Vic Joseph up.
That was good.
And then you put Michael Cole and Corey on Monday, and you give me Vic Joseph, Wade Barrett, call up McGuinness, and they call SmackDown. And then when McAfee comes back, he does Mondays. Boom.
You know who got released? McGuinness?
Did he?
He did. He got let go. He's not in WWE anymore.
Well, that's why we got fucking Kevin Patrick up there, don't we?
That's
why we had to call him Booker T, right? Wow. I didn't know that. Wow, that got me so tight at WWE. Wow. That got me tight because did you see the story that Smith was talking about? How he got fired? What a dick move by WWE.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was
terrible.
That was bad. The guy actually did his job and wasn't bad at it.
He wasn't bad. I actually was a big fan of him. I was a big fan of him on commentary.
At first, he was iffy, but he grew on me, and he kind of had the Joe Rogan gimmick.
Yeah.
And you know what? It was fine because it wasn't to the T. You know what I mean? He just has similarities, and he worked great. And now that you were bringing DC in, you have Riddle, Brock is coming in. Maybe you're doing something with all of them. You got a guy that knows MMA. Why not keep him?
Exactly.
Like even the quote that he gave that, like on that interview, that he was like, "Oh, they asked me something. Why did Riddle say that? Why did Riddle say that him and Cormier have beef?" And then he gave the whole breakdown of why they have beef. He got the story about John Jones and getting like Riddle has pinned him in an amateur fight and Cormier could never beat him, and that's why they had beef. And he did all this research, and then Triple H said, "Hey, yeah, give that note to Michael Cole." It's like, fire me, homie. You know what I mean? Like
he accidentally fired him. It was like, hey, yeah, you're not important. He said it by accident.
Like you got this guy with so much knowledge in this field that you're actually trying to bring in.
Yeah.
And you're gonna release him.
Yeah.
And then put Kevin Patrick for him. Oh man, the commentary that he did on Monday, I'll give him a pass because it was his first episode.
Yeah.
Give him a pass for the next couple months. You gotta give him a pass because they're just throwing him in the deep end. Yeah, he's never done NXT. He's never even filled in. You know what I mean? They just threw him in here. So I kind of feel bad for him because we only know him as a big backstage guy, and that's why I'm kind of trashing him because I never seen him do commentary.
Yeah. So we gotta wait and see.
So you gotta give him some, like, it was kind of like the Smith thing. You gotta let him figure things out. The first couple shows were rough, but he caught on quick. But also, he was a commentator in I forgot what company he came from in the MMA world.
Yeah.
But he was a commentator there. So it's like,
he knew
boom,
what to do.
You're good. Yeah. But it was just so random, this shakeup. And now you got rid of the 3-man table. So now what does that mean with McAfee? Like you said, he's coming back, but who knows if he's coming back?
He's gonna be gone for the meantime, so I don't know.
Listen, they paying him good.
They have ESPN. To bring him back.
He's doing the college game day, which he's the highlight. He's done 6 weeks, and there's already only for the first 3 weeks there was a highlight tape of just Pat McAfee on college game day, and it was 16 minutes long. And that was only week 3. I'm like, this guy is amazing. This guy is so entertaining that he could just
go anywhere
and do anything. Yeah. And now they gave him the Saturday night game. Did you see that? He's doing so for Monday nights they have the Eli and Peyton.
Yeah.
And then for baseball sometimes they would do
A-Rod
and Michael K. It's him watching it in the Thunderdome, which his studio's lit.
Yeah,
and it's him and his team watching the primetime Saturday night college game.
Yes, I saw
They're giving him bread. What? So I don't even they might bring him back.
I hope.
I hope so because he's amazing.
Yeah.
But I don't know because ESPN might just start giving him shows. You know what I mean? And places. And we might never see him again. Yeah.
Damn.
We might never see him again.
Don't jinx it. I want to.
I'm just saying. I'm hyped because I watched college game day. I watched the prime time game, so I watched his first week watching the game. So I thought it was dope as hell. But it gave me the idea that I was like, ESPN is throwing money at this dude. He's not leaving. If they keep throwing shows at him, he's gonna keep doing them.
Yeah.
But hopefully he comes back. Hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully, I want him back too.
But I thought that was just so random that they changed that. And then they put Saxton in the back.
Yeah, they have him doing backstage interview. I'm like, that doesn't make sense. What? That's a random position. Why not keep him out there?
If he was fine.
Yeah, he was fine the way he was.
And guess what? Now you got something to cover because what happened was when Smith first started, you didn't really hear any mistakes he made because Byron and Graves were talking over him.
Yeah.
They would cover up for him.
Yeah.
Graves can't do that job by himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then even
messes up. Yeah.
The first thing I noticed was the opening of the show when the Bloodline came out and the entrance was quiet. But I think it's just I'm used to Michael Cole listing fucking things down of the Bloodline, hyping them up, and it was just quiet. And I was like, this is awkward.
This is awkward silence.
I was like, whoa.
Someone say something here.
Please. But they got Sami Zayn saved it with the promo that he cut. So
yeah.
But like I said, we gotta give the guy time. He's never done this. So
yeah, we gotta wait and see.
Facts. Exactly.
What else happened this past week?
I don't know.
I think that's probably big.
I think that was a lot of it.
Yeah, it's only been over an hour. Wow.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it that we talked
about. Again, shout out to Renee. Oh, have you watched the show Tales from the Territory or Tales of the Territories?
Mm-mm.
Check it out, bro.
What is, if you remind me what it is?
It's the creators of Dark Side of the Ring, and they have a little table, and it's just older guys from the territories telling stories.
Oh, is that Renee Young's show that she was on? I think Renee Young was rumored to be on it with.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw some reporter that no longer works at WWE is doing that. Something. I think I know what you're talking about though. I've seen photos of it.
No. I know what you're talking about. That was that's WWE show. Oh shit. Not rivalries. Oh man, it's for the A&E channel. I know what show you're talking about, but it's something different. Yeah, this is for Vice. Vice TV.
I don't know.
For the first two, it's on the same channel as Dark Side of the Ring, same creators. And the first episode was Jimmy Hart, Jeff Jarrett, Jerry Jarrett, and Jerry the King Lawler, and they talked about Memphis wrestling because Jerry Jarrett and Jerry the King Lawler were the two guys there, the bookers, and Jerry was the top star. So they were just telling stories and go into the crazy stuff that happens in the territories because it was back in when wrestling was real, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people would try to stab each other and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
And then the second episode is just them talking about the comedian Andy Kaufman being in wrestling.
People? Is it the same
yeah,
people?
for the first 2 episodes. And then
Okay.
like I don't know how many episodes it is this season, but like in the clips they showed different people. Let me see if it has a list. But yeah, it's the Rock and his wife came up with the idea.
Wow.
Let's see, territories. But yeah, the first 2 episodes was about Memphis, and then episode 3 next week is on Tuesdays is AWA.
Okay.
So I guess they do 2 episodes for each territory, and it's a sick show. Because it's like, yo, the stories that they be telling you, like, yo, crazy how like they kept character all the time.
Yeah.
Like I know it's so tough for people now, especially with social media and stuff. They can't. I think the only person that really uses it to their advantage is MJF.
Yeah.
And he's like, because you don't know where his character starts and where it ends. He blurs the lines.
Yeah.
So even like when he posted when he got engaged, he posted some stupid shit. He was like, oh, I'm making her the happiest woman in the world. You know what I mean? Like some stupid shit. That is something that MJF, the character, would say.
Yeah.
So you don't know where his character starts or ends.
Exactly. Like you don't know if he's being serious or
exactly. But everybody else is like just living their own life. They have a social media like everybody else.
Exactly.
But we look at them as like, oh wow, like you're a wrestler and you're not supposed to be doing this. You know what I mean? That's like the old school look. But now it's like whatever. But back then, even the Dudley Boys say they used to have people just waiting at their car after shows trying to fight them. But the Dudley Boys were wilding with the shit they were saying.
Exactly. Yeah.
The best, I forgot what, I think is it Heat Wave? That he goes to a woman in the front row and he's like, your mom told you how to suck dick or some shit. I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, these guys wanted somebody to fight them. Somebody wanted, they were waiting for somebody to step up. They were waiting for it.
Someone's gonna swing at them in the middle of the match.
But yeah, check out that show. That show is pretty dope. It's pretty dope.
Definitely. Gotta check out these new shows. I feel like I haven't really watched anything besides the actual wrestling shows. Like I start watching something new on the weekends. That sounds pretty cool.
You gotta check it out, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope. And also we weren't on last week, but we were the sponsors. We were right. We're sponsors of VXS Wrestling. One of the sponsors of VXS Wrestling. Their show last week, which was pretty dope.
It was. Yeah. You can find that on IWTV Independent Wrestling Television. It was up. It's been up for about a week now. You can still catch this. I think it's $10 a month subscription.
Yeah.
I believe,
and it's not like ESPN that you gotta pay the $10 and then pay for the pay-per-view. The shows are just there.
And then I believe they have another show on the 28th of this month. Deja Vu. So if you want to catch that one, again, I don't know if it's on IWTV, but if it is, we'll let you know.
Yeah, we'll post it. You'll see.
Yeah, you'll see it on our social media if you want to go check them out. VXS Wrestling. We sponsored that, so I guess we could just wrap it up there.
Facts.
Thanks for everyone tuning in. Episode 92 of the Ring Fanatics Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Again, subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't done so. Follow us on all of our platforms. I am Nick, your host. With me is my co-host, Joel. And we will see you guys next time.
Catch you.